Good.
Good. So today is Wednesday, which means that we're going to use our technical English book. So if you have it, go ahead and open up to Unit 3. And if you don't have it, I will share it on the screen here. Okay, so Unit 3 is all about tools and equipment. So this is going to start preparing you for when you are actually working in a company and you have to do more practical things. So a lot of this will be review if you've taken a workshop class or taken all the workshop classes. And hopefully it'll give you some good language to use in those situations. So let's start with the dialogues here. We have the workshop facilities, and I think we can start with Hiba and Saif. Would you mind reading A and B?
Page what, please?
In the book, it's on page 24.
1 minute. Okay, I'll start.
Go ahead.
Okay. We have got very good workshop facilities here. We do all our own servicing. And most repairs we have separate areas for welding, grinding, and sewing.
Sewing, good.
Is there anything you don't do in-house?
Yes, if we don't have the facilities to deal with it here, we send it out for maintenance.
Is that more expensive?
It depends on the job. It's actually more cost effective than buying a specialist.
You got muted there for a second, Hiba.
I didn't make you mute. Somebody make me mute.
All right, don't mute people, please.
Hmm?
Go ahead. Finish that last line.
Okay, it depends on the job. It's actually more cost effective than buying specialist equipment that we don't use very often.
Very often, good. Any questions from this first dialogue?
Yes, can I ask, please?
Yes.
So, do we say grinding or grinding?
Grinding. It's a long I sound. Does everybody know what grinding means?
No, Mr. Michael.
It's like,
do they teach you that in workshop? Here we go. It's like this one.
Yeah.
Do you guys do that in the workshop here at HTU?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Really?
Good. Maybe in
Hello.
workshop too?
It's called Jalich.
Okay, good.
هذا مش الحام أو شيء هيك.
Any other questions?
Nope.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Michael.
Hi. Who is that? Osama? Oh, sorry, Omar. Omar.
Hi, Mr. Michael. Sorry for being late.
That's all right. Welcome, Yasmin. All right, let's have Mohammed and Zaid do the next one, the right tool for the job.
Okay. Can you help me?
Can
you help me? This fitting has come loose and I need something to tighten it up.
Let's have a look. Oh yes, you need 10 millimeter ring spanner. Here you are. Just leave it on the workbench when you finish.
Thanks for your help.
No problem.
Okay, any questions here?
What is a spanner?
What's a spanner?
A spanner, that's a British word for a wrench. Okay, so if we put spanner in here, that is a spanner. Questions? Americans would say wrench. Same thing. All right, and notice we need to tighten it up. So we can loosen it or tighten it with a spanner or a wrench. Okay, in the storeroom, let's do Ali, and if Laith, if your mic is working today, you can do part B.
Yeah, I'm here.
Great. All right, Ali, will you start us?
Where can I find a spare hose for the pump?
What size do you need?
25 millimeter diameter.
They are at the back of the stores. Second shelf up on the right-hand side.
Thanks. Have you got any light bulbs?
They are in the blue cupboard. Anything else?
Oh yes, some wire cutters.
I'll need to check. Sorry, we don't have any in stock, but I can order some and send through the order today. How many do you need?
Just one pair.
Fine. They should be here the day after tomorrow.
Excellent. Good job. Okay, now notice this word stores, they used as a plural word. What they mean is supplies. So it's like at the back with all the supplies. What other questions do you have on this one? Nothing?
No, nothing.
Okay, good. All right, an unfamiliar piece of equipment. Let's do, let's have Yasmin and Tala.
Okay. I haven't seen this machine before. What is it used for?
It's a really useful piece of equipment. It's for smoothing. Okay, I'm gonna start over. It's a really useful piece of equipment. It's smoothing rough edges. Oh my God, what is happening?
It's all right, you're doing fine.
Okay. It's a really useful piece of equipment. It's for smoothing rough edges. Here, let me show you how it works. It's very simple to operate. God.
Good. Any questions on this one? All right, so mostly it's pretty easy here. We've got very good workshop facilities. Okay, we've learned before that facilities is always plural. Okay, and they're using this facilities this time to replace the word equipment. So it's the same. We do all our own servicing. So servicing is another way of saying repairing. You could also say we handle our own servicing, or we carry out most repairs here. So you can say we do them, we handle them, or we carry them out. Is there anything you don't do in-house? So in-house means that you actually do it at the company or on-site at the factory. Or if you don't do it, you could say you send it out. Send out for things not done in-house. Okay, and more cost-effective means that it's cheaper or better value for the money. Okay, we have tighten up. So use the wrench to tighten something up. Other things verbs that we need to use with these tools, you could seal a valve. Does everybody know valve? Okay, so here's different types of valves. If you have to seal the valve, you make it so it's not leaking. We also could say, have you got something I can use to make this hole bigger? I'm looking for something to support this drum. Now a drum is probably similar to the musical drum, but I imagine in a workshop it looks a little different. Let's see. I'm not sure if they'll give us any good. Nope, all those are the musical instrument.
I don't think it's from a workshop. Maybe it's like he wants to fix his drum.
Okay, maybe he
So
does
he wants
actually
something to support.
want to fix the drum. Okay, that's possible. All right, let's keep going. All right, no problem. Of course, you could just say you're welcome or glad to help. Where can I find a spare hose? Or you could say, where do you keep? Or can you tell me where they are? I'm looking for. Okay, bearings. Anybody know this word bearings?
Like the small balls, the
Exactly. What do they do, Ryan?
metal ones.
So
make
they
things
have
The ones
free
in the
spinning.
yo-yo.
They spin freely.
Good. So you can see here the small balls in here to make everything spin. Good. It's always nice when I'm talking to engineers. They always know all these words. Let's see. Okay. Notice pliers here is one of those words that are always plural. So if we want to talk about one, we would say a pair of pliers. Okay, at the back of the stores basically means in the back of where all the supplies are. The rest of this is pretty easy. We don't have any in stock, or we have run out of them. We haven't got any of those left. All those mean the same. How many do you need? How many for countable and how much with uncountable. We've learned that before. The day after tomorrow, we could say the week after next, the day before yesterday. What's it used for? We could say, what do you use this for, or what does this do? Equipment is uncountable, so we never say equipments. And let's see. Machines is plural, it's countable. So equipment is uncountable, machine is countable. All right, the British would say we've got very good workshop facilities, but the Americans would not use the extra got. They would just say we have. Specialist equipment, Americans would say specialized equipment. This fitting has come loose. Americans would say this fixture has come loose. 10mm spanner, Americans would say 1/2-inch wrench. Of course, wrench comes in meters, metric system, or the inch system. And then we have millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilograms. And Americans use inch, foot, yard, and mile, ounce, and pound. Americans, for some reason, like to be special. I wish we would just change over like the rest of the world. All right, any questions on any of those words? All right, you guys are doing excellent. Let's keep going. Let's go to Rod and Rod to do the next one. An inventory.
Okay. I've just taken a spanner set from the stores.
That's fine. Don't forget to update the inventory.
Sorry, what do you mean?
When you take something out of the stores, you need to update the store's database so we know when to reorder.
Okay, so when they say stores here, again, they mean supplies. All right, measurements. Let's do Omar and Omar.
Hi, Steven. Can you help me? Okay. Could you hold the end of the tape measure, please?
Of course. Where do you want me to stand?
Just there by the door. I need to measure the length of this workbench. We're going to replace it. Okay, 3 meters and 47 centimeters. Let's round it up to 350. 3 meters and 50.
I'm glad you're replacing it. We need more space to work on things. How deep will the new workbench be?
Tell me what size you want, and I will order the wood.
Well, it's about 65 centimeters at the moment. Could we increase it by about a third?
Sure, let's see. We need a piece of wood 3.5 meters long by 1 meter wide. I'll order it right away, and I will be able to install it next Tuesday.
Good job, guys. Any questions there? All right. The wrong size. Let's do, let's see. I think everyone's talked now. Oh, Iskander? And anybody else not have a chance yet?
Me.
Tamara. Iskander and Tamara. I'll go back. The wrong size.
Who should start?
Can you shorten this pipe for me? It's too long.
Sure, I'll do it after lunch. What length do you need?
Can you take 15 millimeter of it?
Yes, no problem. It'll be ready by 2 p.m.
Good. Let's keep going with Iskander and Tamara describing things.
Do you want to start?
No, it's okay. Continue.
Okay. Has my packaging arrived? My package arrived.
I'm not sure. What does it look like?
It's a quiet, a delicate piece of equipment, so I hope it was well packed. It's oblong. What is oblong?
Oblong. Mhm.
Oblong shaped, about 50 centimeters long. It's made of metal.
There's a large wooden crate in the corner, which I haven't unpacked yet. It might be in there.
Okay. Questions?
Oblong.
Yeah,
Mhm.
long.
Good. So that's a
It's like
shape.
a rectangular.
It's similar to a rectangular, more like this one here. It's kind of rectangular with curved edges there. This is a nice oblong shape. Okay. Any other questions?
Like the soap bar?
Yeah, sometimes soap is oblong. All right, let's go over these notes. Don't forget to update the inventory, or you could say remember to update the inventory. You could say take an inventory or do a stock check. So all those phrases mean the same. Can you help me? Or you could say, could you lift this for me? Would you mind with ing? You guys already know those. I need to measure the length of this workbench. So the adjective is long, and then we change it to length for the noun. How about, what do we do for the adjective wide? How do we change it to a noun? Anybody see here? The width. So wide changes to width. Deep changes to depth. And high changes to height. So these are the adjectives here, and these are the noun form of those adjectives. Okay, we're going to need to replace it. No, going to talk about plans. We've talked about that when we learned about future. We're going to increase sales. Round it up. Okay, so if it weighs 99.5 kilograms, let's say 100, or round it up to the nearest full kilogram. Okay, could we increase it? Could you make it longer? By about a third. So for useful expressions with fractions, we could say cut it in half, make it twice as long, divide it into quarters. So half, twice, and quarters are nice fractions that we use all the time. We need a piece of wood 3.5 meters long by 1 meter wide. Whenever you're given dimensions, notice we use that by in there. It's 90 centimeters by 60 by 50. Or you could say the shelves are 65 centimeters deep. This pipe is 1 centimeter in diameter. Okay, so what's half a diameter? What's the English word for that?
Radius.
Radius, good. Install it next Tuesday. So install means to put it in, make it ready to use. Okay, shorten to make it shorter, widen to make it wider, lengthen to make it longer, tighten to make it tighter, and loosen to make it looser. So all those verbs for those different dimensions. Can you take 15 millimeters off? Or you could say, can you reduce it by 15 millimeters or shorten it? What does it look like? Can you describe it to me? It's oblong shaped. We could also say it's square shaped. If it's a square, it's shaped like a cube. It's rectangular. It's a triangle. It's shaped like the letter S. It's made of metal. It's made of steel. It's made by a German company, and they're made by hand. So make sure you memorize which prepositions depending on what you're trying to say. Spanner set is the same as a wrench set. There's also an adjustable spanner, and in English we call it a monkey wrench. Okay, so if you want to be able to adjust it, a monkey wrench. I don't know where they got that name from. Oblong shaped. In American English, an oblong shape is usually much longer than it is wide and can have curved sides. But you could also say rectangular, I think someone said earlier. To take an inventory, Americans leave the AN off and they just say take inventory. To do a stock check, we say to take stock. Okay, so that really takes care of the lessons for today as far as our new words. So let's go ahead and do some revision, and then I'm going to give you a small assignment, and you guys will be done for the day. All right. Let's see if you guys know which prepositions to use. I'm going to just give everyone a letter, and then we'll go around. So let's start with Saif A, Tala B, Zaid C, Ali D, Omar Shibli E, Muhammad F, and Yasmin G. See if you can put in the right prepositions.
Okay, A, you will find them at the back of the stores.
Good. In the back of the stores. Good. And B? I'm not sure who I did B. Was it Tala?
Can I answer?
Sure. Go ahead, Tamara.
You'll find them in the back of the store.
Good. Do the next one.
It's 4 centimeter long. And?
No.
Okay. I don't know this one.
Okay. Who can help?
I think
it's by.
By. Good. So when we're talking about dimensions, we use by to start putting them next to each other. 4 centimeters by 8.5 centimeters. Okay. C?
All the moving parts are made by hand. That's why they're so expensive.
Good. By hand. D?
What's this used for?
Used for. Good. E?
It's made of rubber.
Good. Made of. Excellent. F?
On? Maybe?
By.
By. Good. They're manufactured by our sister company. And last one?
It's 3.5 meters in diameter.
In diameter. Good, Yasmin. Okay, so now we're going to take these words wide and long and deep and high, and we're going to turn them either into verbs or leave them as adjectives or turn them into nouns. So for example, we have wide here. You need to widen it by another 2 inches. A, we're going to stay the same. How wide is the tank? All right, I'm going to give you guys another one. Let's see. We'll start with Muhammad, do B. Rod A, do C. Rod M, do D. Omar K, do E. Let's see. F will be Laith. G, Taki. H, Ali. And I, Hiba.
Same.
All right. Who had A?
Mr. Michael, did you say my name? I didn't hear. If you said it,
I don't think so.
I
Not
lost
this
the
time.
connection.
That's right. I don't think
Okay.
this time, Tala.
Okay.
Does anybody remember who I gave A?
Hi, Mr. Michael.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michael.
Hi.
We're here 10 minutes.
Okay, who is it?
Hi. Lama and Ragad. Lama.
Oh, okay. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Who did I say A?
You solved it, Mr. Michael.
Oh, who did I say B?
I'm supposed to do B.
Go ahead, Omar.
What's
Muhammad.
the width of the room?
What's the width of the room? Good. C?
How long is the axle?
Good. How long is the axle? D?
Can you lengthen the workbench? This
Good.
workbench?
Lengthen. Perfect. E?
I think we need to adjust the length of the shelves.
Good. Adjust the length. F?
Do you know how deep the reservoir is?
Good. G?
Please make sure the tank is the correct depth.
Excellent. H.
I can't reach that shelf. It's too high.
Excellent. I.
We might need to increase the height of the new sheet.
Good. So since this is we're going to need a noun here. What's the noun for high?
Height.
Height. Good. Good. We need to increase the height. Okay. All right. Now we have these words. We just have to use the right ones. Loosen, tape, stored, round, workbench, check, stock, and facilities. And they already did the example with stock. I'm afraid we don't have the item in stock. All right. So let's go A Zaid.